everyone! Welcome back! Did you miss it? Oh, it has been a minute. It has been only a couple weeks actually, but I've been daydreaming, night dreaming, just dreaming really about finishing this game. And when I say finishing this game, you know exactly what I mean, because technically we wrapped up the main story with Katori already, but guess what time it is? It's time to pursue other hoes. So, let's do that. I'm going to load my game. Now, I already technically set this up. You see this new save right here? Pretty much right after I finished up the Let's Play, I took like 15 minutes and I got myself up to the point in the game where the first actual decision was made. So let's load this up real quick. Yeah. And if you remember, our first pick in the game was either wait for Agaha or go ahead with Katori. Now, I'm pretty sure I already picked the go ahead with Katori one. I think the blue one means we haven't picked it yet. I don't know if this choice actually affects anything in the story that's about to happen. So what may have to happen is I do this, we get a little bit of different dialogue, and then the rest of the story is the same up until the next choice. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the next choice was the swimsuit one. But I could be wrong on that. Either way, whether it is or not, let's get right back to where our first branching choice was. Like I said, I don't know how much this one actually affects anything other than maybe the affinity with Katori or Agaha, which is what I thought it would do. That's why I picked Katori the first time, because that's who we were going with on our first playthrough. So, in the spirit of that, let's just pick the other choice and see what happens, shall we? Wait for Agaha. What you think about that, bitch? Oh. You're gonna go on ahead without me? What a bitch. Now remember, this is before they've started going out and falling in love super hard and all that. Remember, this is way back earlier on when they just joined the club, basically. So, yeah. Katori said that while pouting that for some reason and went off without me. Did she get angry? Well, that's nothing out of the ordinary. You took forever, Chan-san. She went on ahead. Yeah, I see. Okay, so is anything else different from here or what? Yeah, what you want? Yeah? What about her? She thinks you're too hot for TV. You're too hot to be my best friend, that's for sure. I uttered reflexively. Always reflexively with this guy. It's never not reflexively. I don't think that's it. She replies when you greet her. In Katori's case, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do that if she hated someone. Is that so? Well, we live in the same dorm. Yeah, but she's not as hot. Ryuko-san was one of the boarders and in the same year as us. She was also Agaha's friend. But I hardly ever spoke to her at school. Well, maybe you have a point, but what is this all of a sudden? Uh-huh, just saying, huh? Sure. Are you angry about it? You are, don't lie. Is this jealousy or something? Well, you and I are childhood friends and have been close ever since we were kids. I think of you as one of my best friends. When we were kids, Agaha was my very best friend. Even if there was a 5-year gap, that shouldn't have changed. But apparently in Agaha's eyes, Katori had become my closest friend recently. Sure, we do spend a lot of time together. I thought that Agaha might be feeling jealous because of this. Nuh-uh, is what I wanted to say. Oh. This is her speaking still. I shouldn't talk over you. I'm sorry, Agaha. Maybe she has. Do you want to take your chance at stealing me back? She said miserably. That's not really how I see it. I still think of you as my very best friend. I'll help you whenever you're in trouble, just like you always have for me. Have a bit more faith in me. Agaha's expression seemed to ask, just when did we start talking about something like this? Bitch, I don't know. What are you talking about? You started this shit. Well, that's good. I see. Well, that's good to hear.
の通りかもしれない。私、葵に焼きもち焼いてんだ。
No surprises there. Me?
だって私のハバネさん怪獣作戦は失敗した
I
の
see.
に。
I beat you to the friendship punch. I got you.
私って魅力ないのかな。
I think you're relatively mildly charming. Yeah, sometimes.
葵には人を引きつける魅力があるのよ。
Mostly females, but yeah, sure.
なんつって。
What the hell?
どうすりゃハバネさんと仲良くなれるんだろう。
Well, in the future, I did a few things that I didn't know she was gonna like, but she ended up really liking. And I'd explain them to you, but I'm not sure she wants them from you. I'm just saying. Agatha folded her arms above her head and sighed. Alright, well, is this the point at where I can start skipping again? Alright, yeah. So when this skip button pops up, that means you're starting to see dialogue you've already seen before. So this is where I'm going to click the skip button and meet you at the next choice. I'm pretty sure the game should stop when I get to the next choice. Let me make sure that's the case. Text, auto skip, window, full screen. I don't really remember how this works. Wait, am I on the right place? Text, okay, yeah. Skip, read messages only, sets whether or not to automatically cancel skip mode when arriving at an option. I think that's what I want. Right? Sets whether or not to automatically cancel skip mode. Yeah, I wanted to cancel skip mode at an option. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, so, again, I will meet you when I get to the next choice. I'm also going to save it just so I don't lose, mess up my progress or lose my place. Sometimes it's better to save it so you don't lose your place, and if you pass up where you want to be, it's harder to go backwards. Anyway, I'll meet you at the next choice, damn it. Here, I'm going to cut. Okay, I'm stopping right here. If you want to know exactly what point this is literally right after the naked bath party with all three girls. Well, this is when Amane, Katori, and Agatha just got out of the bath, and then apparently Aoi just took a bath, and now he's saying, "Whew, that's refreshing." The dialogue stopped. What that usually means is that there's some new dialogue that we haven't seen yet. So, I don't know what's about to happen, but maybe we're going to have a conversation with Agatha instead of Katori right now. Let's find out. When I came back from the bath, Amane Senpai was still sitting in the dining hall and staring at the designs. I took some barley tea from the fridge and sat in front of the electric fan to cool myself off. Or maybe we're going to hit on Amane. I'm down to do that too. Either one. Hello. It didn't feel like the right time to talk to her, so I just enjoyed the breeze from the fan and absent-mindedly gazed at her profile, because that's all you really need with this baby. She sure is pretty. When she's focused like this, she looks so elegant and cool. She was completely engrossed in her own world, and there was a peculiar air about her that prevented others from approaching her. Normally she's absent-minded and gives off the impression that she's a nice and gentle person. When I see her with such a serious expression from time to time, my heart skips a beat. With those two sides to her, I found Mochizuki Amane to be a mysterious and fascinating person. Hell yeah. Oh shit. It wouldn't be strange if she applied to be a model in a fashion magazine. I like how he just went straight to the skirt, the ass in the skirt. She's pretty, tall, slender, has a good figure. However, she doesn't care about such things at all, and sometimes even seems to forget she's a girl. I felt it was a bit of a waste, but, well, that's just who she was. While I was thinking that and watching her from the side, Senpai muttered something as if she suddenly remembered it. Oh, you didn't notice me staring at you, did you? Huh? She said it so nonchalantly it took me a moment to grasp what she was talking about. As I struggled to find an answer, Senpai looked over at me. What did you say? I mean, aren't we friends? What's this all of a sudden? No, that's not why I was looking at you like that. I really do like her, so it was tough to come up with that excuse. I don't know, is that what you want from me? Senpai muttered with a little disappointment. Ah, she wants me to be her personal chef is probably what it is. Whoa, oh, shh! Okay, can we save this? Because this is an important moment in the game. There's a choice here. Anytime there's a choice, that's where we're going to make our checkpoints now. So I have a checkpoint there for this choice. Interesting. Okay, so cool. The question is, am I going for Amane Senpai on this run, or am I going for Agaha on this run? I figure I'll go for one of those two, and I'll save the twins for last because I don't know if I'm mentally ready for the twins. I don't know. Should I go for Amane or Agaha? I mean, I've been waiting weeks for some more Amane. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Even though Agaha's got the haggity in the little quiggity, I'm talking about Amane Senpai here. That was my crush from the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna tease myself any longer. I'm going in for the kill. I like you. I do like you. I was a little flustered as I answered. Ooh. Ooh, she blushed. She blushed! Is this the first time we've ever seen her blush? Maybe. Senpai blushed a little. In the same way I like Katori and Agaha, I also blushed and added that sheepishly, even though it's a lie. Isn't that obvious? If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be spending time with you like this. Senpai, do you dislike me? Yeah, that's one way to work around your sentences. You and everyone, also. You wouldn't know it half the time. She's busy drawing and eating food. How would you know she's having fun? Oh, that's how it is, baby. What made you think that? Why did she ask that all of a sudden? Oh, right. That's right. They were just in the bath, and of course, I forgot that they talked about something along those lines of who do they think that Aoi likes? Well then. Well, they were right. What the hell? Sounds like they're convinced I must have a crush on someone. So you thought, why not ask him about it? Senpai nodded with an innocent expression. You don't normally ask the person in question about stuff like that. I mean, is that a bad thing? Senpai muttered that and turned back to the blueprints. Her expression became focused in an instant. Okay. I finished drinking my barley tea, then stood up and went to wash the glass. Well then, I'm off to bed now. She didn't hear me. I quietly turned the electric fan in Senpai's direction and left the dining hall. 'Cause I'm considerate like that. Boyfriend material, if you will. Whew! My heart skipped a beat there. As I closed the door behind me, I put a hand on my chest. My heart is still pounding. To think she'd suddenly ask me something like that. And for it to be so true! When such a cute girl looks at you and asks if you like her, it will make your heart pound whether you like her or not. I laid down on my bed. It seemed like my racing heart wasn't going to calm down for a while. Time to J.O. to sleep! No? Okay, well. It's an option, if it comes to that. Alright, looks like we're back to being able to skip stuff again. So, I really thought that the choice was going to be the swimsuit thing, but I think the swimsuit thing is going to be the next one, unless there's some other random choice that's new that we didn't do last time. So, here we go! Okay, so here we are at the bathing suit choice that I was expecting. Did I pick Agaha last time? And I still found myself in the Katori path? How did that happen? Weird. Anyway, I think we already know what we must do if we want to lock ourselves into the Amane path, though. You already know. We already said we like her. Now, we should tell her she has the best swimsuit, because that would be the whole truth. And actually, I still do like Agaha's swimsuit the best, just in general. But I'm not going to lie. Amane certainly fills hers out quite nicely. Let's do it! I think that Amane Senpai suits her the best. I went slightly red as I answered, and the other two girls glared straight at me. As I thought. What? Well, I mean, you asked me about the swimsuit. You know what the swimsuit is? It covers the boobs and then the bottom half. So you know what? What do you expect from me, okay? Where else am I supposed to look? If you want me to look at the swimsuits, that's where they cover, okay? Boobs? What? I didn't say boobs. Oh, I can't help it. Looking at a swimsuit means looking at that area. What do you expect from me? Amane Senpai sure looks great when she takes off her clothes. You don't know that. She's only halfway there. Well, more than half, but you know what I mean. took another look unintentionally, and my eyes meet with Senpai's.
ありがとう。
You liked it.
くすぐったいな。
When she looked back at me with such a delightful, naive smile, I felt a little guilty. As you should, pervert! Alright, I guess that's the end of that little choice. I guess we'll jump into the next situation. I wonder how long until we're, like, locked into, like... I wonder if there's, like, actually different... like, a different story, or if there's actually just new scenes inserted when we get to certain points in the story. I'm guessing that when we get to certain moments where we hung out with Katori, we'll kind of be led a different direction, and we'll be hanging out with a different girl at that same time period. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know if the story is going to come to the same conclusion as it did in the original, like, path, but let's just keep playing and find out. Okay, so I don't really remember this choice. Did I do this choice last time? So apparently this choice has to do with who's going to go, basically go watch for the morning glory. We decided we'll take turns every day getting up to check the stuff. Okay, so whose turn is it today? I don't know. This one I don't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick me and see what happens, because now... Oh, you know what? This is how you get rid of one of the people. If you want to get rid of... You want to get rid of the opposite girl. I think I have the idea. So if I want me and Amane to have some alone time, I want to send Agaha to do this. That's what I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm right on that. I'm gonna pick Agaha here. I do have a save I just made, so let's just see what happens. It's yours, Agaha. Oh, it is. Hey, don't try to play dumb. Well then, I'd better quickly have a bath and go to bed then. If the morning glory does occur, well, wait. So what now? Do I just skip now? Oh, okay, we're back to. Oh wait. Oh. Still dark outside the window. My alarm isn't ringing either. Even so, I woke up on my own. I'm familiar with this feeling. I often experienced it the day before a competition. Oh, this is new. Wait, is it new? Outside, the eastern sky still hasn't begun to get any brighter. It's Agaha's turn, so she should be awake by now. Okay, so if she's not, I'll give her an ear bashing. Okay, you know what? Can I go back? Alright, hold up. Alright. As much as I would like to read this right now, I'm going to reload my save. Now that I remember how this goes, because I don't remember this at all, I'm going to reload this save. And I'm going to pick Amane, because what that means is I got to stay up and talk to Amane. Or I guess I could pick me and hope whichever girl wants to come talk to me comes to talk to me. But I'm going to go ahead and say Amane. Let's do it. Isn't it Amane Senpai's? Damn right it is, baby. Well then, I'd better quickly have a bath and go to bed then. So I guess I had forgotten that. I guess maybe when I did that choice last time, Katori was the only option. I really don't know what happened. I don't even remember doing that choice. Either Katori was the only option and I picked her, or I really don't remember. So whatever. Let's just move on. Alright, so I'm assuming, yeah, we're going to wake up. Same thing that just happened, but this time, we're going to go talk to the senpai. Close my eyes and roll over in bed, but sleep was not returning. I got up and opened the curtains. The sky was still dark. I could see the flickering stars. Alright, here we go. This is what we want. I went to take a look outside, but no one was there. It was Amane Senpai's turn this morning. Where could Senpai be? Maybe she went back to her room. I tried searching around a bit, but she's nowhere to be seen. I started to feel sleepy again. Maybe I should return to my room and sleep. As I said this to myself, my steps turned towards the gate. And there she was. No? Maybe? From there, I saw Amane Senpai standing in the middle of the runway absent-mindedly. Senpai? Hey. What are you doing out here? True that. View from here is good. And also the sky looks nice too. She said and looked up. Tempted, I gazed at the sky too. The whole sky stretching overhead was filled with stars. Indeed. Okay, so I will mention this is pretty much right before the Morning Glory was supposed to happen, or is supposed to happen. I don't know if that's all still going to happen the same way. I assume it will, but for now, this is before the Morning Glory happened. The first time when we took Amane up in the sky and failed, if you remember all that. That's what this point in the story is, so that's how much we've skipped up to this point. Anyway, doesn't look like it's going to appear today. Guess so. The sky was calm, the stars weren't blocked by clouds, and their countless lights were shining down on the earth. It's just before dawn, and there's no trace of the weather conditions necessary to create the gigantic patches of clouds. I guess we can only hope it'll show up tomorrow. Senpai replied while she continued looking up at the sky. In her profile, there was a hint of sadness. Don't worry, it'll surely come. When I said that baseless remark, Amane gave me a sidelong glance. I don't know whether it'll come or not, but if we assume it won't come, we won't be able to do anything, right? Then I believe it's better to only consider the situation when it occurs. If it doesn't come, too bad. It's not that we'll wait here for the rest of our lives. We have a time limit. That time limit is until Amane Senpai quits. Senpai said as she was looking at the distant sky. Indeed. Yes, we have. Me too. Are you really gonna leave? I couldn't resist asking this. Senpai smiled a little. Amane Senpai's leaving. Just imagining it made my chest squeeze from loneliness. I wanted to spend more time with you, Senpai, in that garage and in other places. Senpai giggled as she recalled it. Let's make lots more, even after the summer holiday is over. So after you quit, you won't be coming back to school? Ever? Senpai didn't say anything. She was gazing at the sky in silence. You don't say. I wish I got to know you sooner. I wish I could spend some more of my ordinary student life with you, Amane Senpai. Oh shit. Amane smiled kindly with her whole face. Dude, Aoi's going in for the kill hard right now. Must be that late night can't lie brain. That broad smile startled me a little. Oh yeah, we never really got a resolution to the Isuka thing, even though we're pretty sure that she crashed and died. But we never really got, like, the actual details. I really wanted the details of that shit, man. When she imagined that what-if school life, Senpai smiled happily. The way she speaks makes it sound like it's already over. That made me feel somewhat sad and frustrated. Summer's not over yet. Aren't there still things you want to do? If there are, I want to help her fulfill them. Let me fulfill you! And other things? This will come true. There's absolutely no guarantee that the Morning Glory will appear in the few days we have left. But when I thought of all the time that Senpai had been waiting, I considered this a white lie. Wait, there's what to, huh? What's that? Yes, she said it before I did. Love? Senpai nodded.
確認しているものなのだろう。
No guarantee that that's a true statement or question, but I certainly would have went for it if I was me after you. I didn't say that. That's well, perhaps if you include unrequited love, that would include most people. Is there someone you like?
どうなんだろう。自分でもよくわからないんだ。
What does that mean?
イスカが言っていた。恋とは素晴らしいものだと。恋をすると世界が瞬く間に輝き出すのだと。
Oh yeah?
残念ながら私にはそんな経験はない。イスカが言っていた意味も未だによくわかっていない。
That's an interesting way to think about it. The world starts sparkling, huh? Well, if that's the case, I haven't gotten there yet either, Amane.
葵くんはどうなんだい？
I don't know. I've never experienced the world starting to sparkle all of a sudden. I have a feeling that Isuka-san's description might be a little exaggerated.
じゃあキスしたことは？
No. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe. Senpai asked while she looked into my eyes. We eventually both looked at each other straight in the eyes. Hers were filled with the flickering light of the stars. I should have been able to give an immediate reply to such a simple question, but I couldn't answer right away. Senpai's eyes and everything else about her were simply too beautiful. I ended up just staring at her in silence.
葵くん？
No, I haven't.
そうなのか。君ならあると思ったんだ。
I am not a whore. Okay, kissing a girl, fine. No, I haven't done that. I'd like to try it if I had a chance, though. I blurted it out casually. I got quite shocked when I realized what the hell I just said. This definitely sounded like I was implying that I wanted to kiss Senpai. Don't act like it ain't true, though. Senpai nodded meaningfully.
なら私としてみ
Oh
ないか？
shit! Smart girl suggests it logically. I've never kissed. You've never kissed. Let's kiss.
でもダメか。人生最初のキスは
Maybe she had. Oh, you're saying you've had a kiss? Oh.
私なんかでは葵くんに申し訳
What
な
do
い。
you mean, someone like you? What does that mean? No, that's not the case. I spoke hurriedly without thinking again. Senpai was looking at me while thinking about something.
じゃあお願いしても
Oh.
いいかな？
Oh? Senpai blushed a little as soon as she spoke. You're fine with someone like me?
学生生活最後の思い出だ。私だって誰でもいい
Oh,
わけじゃ
damn.
な
I
い。
wouldn't just choose anyone. I choose the one with sparkles. I mean, I didn't say that.
葵くんがいい。
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Senpai said this awkwardly, showing signs of embarrassment. She was really adorable, even though she was much older than me. What does it matter if she's more older? You can be adorable and old. In fact, most old people are adorable in their sad but pathetic, adorable way. That's fucked up. Pretend I didn't say that. Senpai is so cute when she's embarrassed. When I was staring at her absentmindedly, Senpai came one step closer. She raised her chin, closed her eyes, and pushed out her lips just a little. Oh, like this, she was waiting motionlessly. After hesitating, I think you mean after hesitating without an A. For a moment, I put my hands on her shoulders, and I was like, fuck that, I ain't kissing. No, I'm just kidding. Uh-oh. Then I brought my face closer to hers. No, I can't. What? No! Don't lie to me, dude. Senpai blinked her eyes in surprise. I pushed her shoulders away. Oh, come on, Aoi, don't fuck it up now. We can't, Senpai.
なぜダメなんだ？
Why not? You should do this with someone that you really like. When I said that, Senpai glared at me. She then mumbled.
だから葵くんに
Oh,
お願い
damn. She's
して
like,
いる
bitch, that's why I asked you. Fine. This is where this ends. And then she just walks away and it's over. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, not that kind of like. As I made those flustered excuses, Senpai quickly turned her back on me, and then the door was closed forever.
今のは本気で傷ついたぞ。
Oh. Now grab her and kiss her, quick. I'm sorry.
もう知らない。帰る。
Oh, you fucked up, she said in an unusually sulky tone, then started walking away briskly. Please wait, Senpai, no! I called to stop her, but she ignored me and quickly walked across the runway. I ran after her. Okay, good. At least he didn't give up. Before I realized that the eastern sky started to get bright. Or started getting bright. Oh, we're going to kiss her. Oh, we failed! We failed! You have failed me for the last time, Aoi-kun. You better make up for it. Alright, anyway. That was disappointing. Well, I didn't think it was going to go any further than a kiss, but you didn't even get that far. You fucked up. Alright, well, time to go. Okay, I'm back. Now, this is literally right after we flew to the Morning Glory and sort of kind of failed. This is right when, remember, right after that happened, we went to the garage and Amane Senpai was there and she just finished up her drawings and then she was about to leave and she said, these are for you guys, you can keep them or throw them away or whatever. And then she's like, I'm gonna go, I'm about to miss my bus. And then she said that and hung her bag over her shoulder. But apparently, this might be the moment where Aoi goes for the kill. Are you ready? Or fucks it up gloriously. We'll just find out right now. Please wait! The feelings that I was desperately bottling up started to overflow, but I put them in check right away. Senpai will really go away. She will leave her dreams, memories, everything here. I don't want to let her go. My heart trembled with this strong feeling. She put down her bag and turned towards me.
Aoi-kun?
Oh, you already know. I walked over to her and took her hand. Make out time. Yo! Told you, man. Go for the kill, dog. Then I pressed my lips against hers. Senpai was surprised and her whole body stiffened up. She didn't quite understand what was going on and kept her eyes wide open. But that was only at the very beginning. Once she grasped the situation, the tension disappeared from her rigid shoulders. Amane Senpai closed her eyelids. Then she entrusted herself to me and pressed her lips against mine. Oh yeah. Her lips were luscious, soft, and very delicate. Luscious lips, oh yeah. And yet, they were pretty supple, gently pushing my lips back. Sadness changed into feelings of adoration. I pulled her by her hand towards me and went after her lips even more strongly. Senpai accepted it without a hint of resistance. The lusciousness of her lips spread to every corner of my consciousness. I have never experienced such a pleasant sensation before. Then, we slowly parted our lips. The warmth of Senpai's body that I felt when we got so close had disappeared before long. Don't mumble it, I can't hear you. I love you, Senpai. Oh god, he went for it. Not as my senpai, but as a girl. I don't want to let you go. Amane Senpai looked at me with a troubled expression. I know. That's why I wanted to let you know how I feel at the very least. Senpai was going to leave. I couldn't bear that thought. Before I realized it, I had kissed her. Senpai nodded, smiling gently. Reluctantly, I let go of her hand. You're welcome. She smiled cheerfully and then put her bag on her shoulder. Senpai? I reached out my hand and stopped her. Can I walk you to the bus stop? Alright. To the bus stop we go. Amane Senpai is left behind the garage she was secluding herself in for so many years. She had no more regrets. With this, our short summer together was over. Summer lovin' had me a blast. But I don't think it's over because we got another summer to last. Alright, so I'm guessing I can start skipping again probably. Because Senpai's going to leave. And that whole, you know, sad situation happens after we went flying. I remember what happens after this. It's all fucked up and shit. But anyway, I'm assuming we're going to skip up to the next point at which Amane finally comes back over here. I mean, I think we're going to start having a lot more scenes like pop up more quickly now if the Amane path is now on, because we're just going to skip all the Katori specific shit. That's not going to happen at all. Like, by that I mean like, you know, all the alone time we had with Katori specifically. And who knows, there might be some other choices that come up. I don't remember if there was any other choices after that swimsuit choice. I mean, actually that nighttime choice was a choice too. How much longer is this shit? Skip all this, please. We've seen all this. Oh,
見てよ、アマネ。
oh,
ほら、こ
oh, this is new. Hold on.
れがグライダー？
Uh-huh.
そうだよ。
Whoa!
僕たちの翼
It's
じゃん。
Isuka. I thought we'd never get to actually see her face. She's adorable. I like her blue eyes.
これで飛ぶのか。想像してごらん。自分たちの翼で自由に大空を飛ぶところ。
I can imagine it. In fact, I've done it.
具合が悪くなってきたぞ。私は高いところが苦手なんだ。あんたってほんとロマンのかけらもないよね。いい？大空といえばロマン、翼といえば自由。追いかけなきゃ夢を。人生長いようで短いよ。追いかけるのは構わないが、私はずっと地面に足をつけてい
Yeah,
たいぞ。
I'll build it for you, but you're flying it.
それに、ほらこれ。
Look at what? Oh.
モーニンググロー
Wow,
リ
we
ー。
actually get to see this conversation with the whole Morning Glory and the glider and everything, where she gets her to help her fall in love with building the glider. Okay, I get you. It was a photo that Isuka found in this old garage. There was a strangely shaped cloud in it. Apparently she liked this picture very much. She said she wanted to use an airplane that doesn't rely on an engine to fly there herself. To that place above the clouds, like in the picture.
アマネと二人でこの雲の回廊を渡りたいんだ。きっと人生で一等輝くようなグレートな思い出になると思う。
I don't like high places. They make me freeze in fear. Not to mention flying in the sky. Just imagining flying above the clouds makes me tremble. But why is it that when I thought about seeing that sight with Isuka, it didn't seem so bad? I thought it might actually be a good idea. It's because you love her.
でもこのグライダーずいぶん古そうじゃないか。こんなバカだなアマネは。生き返らせるんじゃないか、僕らの手で。その方がきっとドラマチックだ。そういうものだろうか。
Restoring a beaten-up abandoned glider seemed like a fairly difficult task. Besides, as far as I have investigated, there has been no evidence of any phenomenon resembling the Morning Glory occurring in Kazagara within the last 20 years. Even if we managed to fly, it's hard to imagine that such a rare phenomenon would happen for us now.
心配いらないよ。僕が必ずここへ連れて行ってあげる。
Ooh, she promised.
約束だ。
She fucking lied. Thought there was no way she could do that. But at the same time, I also thought, if Isuka says she can do it, maybe it's possible. It might have been the first time in my life that I thought like that. I was convinced of that because I approached it emotionally, not logically. From that day on, Isuka and I were aiming for the skies, to cross over the passage of clouds with our own wings. The days I spent with Isuka shined brightly, and before I knew it, I was completely engrossed in chasing dreams with her. But one day, Isuka had suddenly disappeared. All that was left was me and an unfulfilled promise. The world around me instantly lost all color and became monotone once again. And that's the day my soul died. When I looked out the window, I saw a sky so blue it hurt my eyes, and a cumulonimbus cloud towering above me. One aspect of this season is the paranormic sky. Or paranormic? Really? Panoramic sky that you can experience on a grand scale. And in the middle of that, I was reminded of the white wings riding the winds. Today the clouds are sparse. I'm sure there are plenty of thermals out there. Damn, I want to fly. As I was overwhelmed by the size of the sky, I was irritated that I could do nothing but look up at it. Oh, this is back to me being Aoi again? I didn't even realize. I thought this was Amane still looking up there, but I was like, she doesn't want to fly. What the fuck? But anyway, this makes more sense. Also, this is new dialogue, so we're back to just reading like normal, I guess, until something happens that we've seen before. I wonder how this summer's going to go since Amane's not around, but this is the Amane path. I guess we're going to find out. Nope, still can't skip, so here we go. While I was leaning against the window and looking up at the sky, Katori called out to me. Because I'm in love with it, god damn it. Oh wait, no, that's you. My bad. I was just thinking that this is the perfect weather for soaring. She came beside me and looked up from the window as well.
いい天気ね。ちょっと暑そうだけど。
Don't say that. Since the restrictions on the air conditioner were lifted the other day, it was pleasantly cool in the classroom. Looking up at the blue sky from a comfortable place is always refreshing. But if we were to open this window, a hot breeze would surely waft its way in.
また夏が来ちゃった
So,
のね。
wait. Did the hangar get destroyed or not? Because I didn't really fast forward anything from when Amane went on the bus to me clicking through those panning scenes that went through. You saw me click through that. And then the Isuka and Amane scene popped up. So the thing didn't even get destroyed, or at least that we saw. So now I'm just curious what the hell. That's definitely different. Katori muttered as she looked out the window. Yeah? Summer's come around again while we still couldn't fly. Uh-huh.
ああ、いたいた。あんたたち何やってんの？
Agha came into the classroom. It was after school, so there was only a few students around aside from us.
今日行くんでしょ？あかりさんとこ。
Wait, what? Why am I gonna do that?
そうだった。それで葵くんを呼びに来たんだった。
Oh, because we're gonna go talk to her about reinstating the club? Alright, let's go. Guess so.
却下です。
Oh, but why?
どうして？部員数ちゃんと足りてるじゃないの。顧問の先生がいなければ部活動と認めるわけ
Well,
に
what a
はい
bitch
きません。
face. As Sakari-san gave her curt response, Katori glared at her and groaned. So if there was a teacher who would become our advisor, our club activities can be restored?
それは
Why not?
確約できない。
Yeah, why not? Exactly.
グライダーの運営には資格を持った指導者が必要なはずよ。
Uh-huh.
けれど、この学校にそんな先生はい
Well,
ない。
I have an idea. I know exactly who could be that person. Are we still going to have Amane be our advisor just like it was last time, but it's just going to be under different circumstances this time?
仮に我々生徒会があなたたちを部活動と承認しても、有資格者を抜きに先生方に認めてもらえるとは思えない。
Yeah, yeah. She poked a sore spot. Don't touch my sore spot, bitch. Yamanobe Sensei, who was our advisor until last year, was a complete amateur when it came to gliders. The one who had qualifications was Mochizuki Amane, the club president, and she was dealing with all the management herself. We couldn't argue with it, so we stayed silent.
じゃあ、顧問の先生と有資格者がいれば問題ないってことね。その条件をもしクリアできれば、我々生徒会はあなたたちを部活動として認め
Ooh,
る
that's exciting.
学校側に対して後押ししましょう。
Even though we have caused such a mess? I asked cautiously, and Akari-san glared at me.
その問題については、
Ooh, you dealt with that problem? What does that mean?
これ以上の懲罰的対応は理不尽だと考えます。
Akari-san spoke in a decisive tone and then went out into the hallway.
さすがに手強いね。新生徒会長。
Tough but fair.
行きましょう。作成会議を。
Alright. This is definitely different. I'm curious to see what goes on here. Unless we're gonna start skipping shit again, but we'll see. Nope.
お帰りなさい。
This is
先輩。
still... Okay, so... Wait. The twins live here? All this stuff is going by so fast. A lot of the stuff that happened, we didn't even get to see happen. It just... I didn't skip it. It just didn't happen. Like when the twins came to live with us and stuff. What the heck, man?
お帰りなさい。ただいま。お邪魔しま
This
す。
is definitely very different. When we got back to Flying Fish Manor, Asa-chan and Yoru-chan were there to meet us.
どうでしたか？ごめん、ダメだった。そうですか。やっぱ最低でも顧問になってくれる先生を見つけないとね。部室どころか肝心のグライダーもない同好会がしばらく続くってわけね。
Everyone's shoulders dropped when Yoru-chan summed that up. That's right. Currently we were acting as a soaring circle, not a soaring club. Since we had neither the glider nor room for our activities, in truth we were a circle where members were just meeting up and talking about this and that. Wait, so did the place get demolished or not? That's what I want to know. How did it come to this? The cause goes back to last summer. to the time when we were aiming for the morning glory together with Amane Senpai. Okay. When summer vacation ended, Amane Senpai graduated from school and retired from the club. But even so, we still intended to continue our club activities. Next time, we will fly to the morning glory. As we swore that and set out once again, an incident happened that took the wind out of our sails. Under the pretext that we had too few members, Tapioca revoked the Soaring Club status without warning and tried to demolish our garage. Tried! What? To prevent that, we barricaded ourselves inside the garage. Since it was so sudden and Tapioca was forcing his way, we didn't have any other way to stop the demolition work. That said, the chance of undermining the decision about the demolition that way was very small. While we knew we were going too far, we kept buying ourselves more time as our appeals for discussion were being rejected by the school again and again. Nevertheless, on the third day, we stood at the garage, the demolition work was hurriedly halted for some reason, and the decision to tear down the garage was repealed. Okay, so the garage never got tore down. This is way different. Holy shit. At first we thought it was a lie to get us to come out, but after that, the demolition never happened, and the garage still quietly stands in the vacant land behind the school. People heard about the fuss we caused, and the former members of the Soaring Club petitioned the school. School board learned about the whole situation in detail and put an end to Tapioca's despotic methods. I'm not sure if those rumors are true or not, but it appears the Tapioca and company really ignored the other teachers' opposition and pushed the demolition on their own. Even though this has turned out into a huge issue, some teachers sympathize with us. The whole mess ended merely with Katori, Agaha, and I getting suspended. After that, due to the lack of members, the Soaring Club was reduced to a circle. Consequently, we didn't have access to the garage, our equipment, and the glider. Apparently, there were plans to build a student dormitory at the garage site, but a different place was secured and is already being used by this year's new students. See? They got a new place! What the fuck? Fucking Tapioca. I'm gonna move. Ooh. Anyway. Alright. So that's alternate history for you, now you know. Okay, therefore we had no place to do club activities and no glider. We were just a circle of friends. Since then, the garage has been locked and abandoned, along with our glider. It's very true, very true. We pulled off quite a stunt back then, I murmured deeply. Almost 1 year has passed since then, and we have become 30 years. How should I put it? It felt like we were so young back then. So basically, another big difference here is Aoi hasn't spent the whole summer training to fly and getting his own damn license. So we have all the more reason to get Amane back ASAP, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the history between me and her, you know, it's gonna bring her back to me, you know what I'm saying? Katori and I laughed wryly as Agaha muttered that. We knew Senpai was gonna retire, but she disappeared incredibly quickly. As we were left alone, before we could even put our feelings in order, that whole demolition mess happened. What Agaha said about us being flustered perfectly describes how we felt back then. Thanks, Yoru. The horriblest, most worst incident in human history. No, Kifu Academy history, rather. Oh, will it? Yeah, you can't let the man win. By the way, Asachan and Yurochan were still just first years. Twin sisters just entered our school this year. They're also staying at Flying Fish Manor, and they're granddaughters of the school board chairman. See, everything's getting summed up instead of introduced to us like it was, like, so thoroughly with big old scenes and all sorts of situations. This is just all being glossed over quickly. This is how you know this isn't the main path. But anyway, alright. When I think about it like that, I can't look them in the face without, or after we have left such a stain on the school's history. Okay, they don't seem to give a shit. Is that a problem? Of course, jokes, duh. Katori's got jokes. Everyone knows that. Those two recently joined our soaring circle. Apparently they were on the bank of the lake a year ago when the morning glory appeared. From Windmill Hill, they appeared to witness the glider flying towards the passage of clouds. That was how they got interested in gliders, but when they enrolled in the school, the soaring club had lost its status and the garage was sealed. The other day, due to family circumstances, they moved into Flying Fish Manor and met us. That's how they came to know about the soaring circle. Thanks to them, we had the required number of members, so we went to see Kari-san today and applied for the reinstatement of our club, but our appeal was completely rejected, and we dragged ourselves here in low spirits. Well, we already know who we need to axe. That's right. The condition for us to get back to the garage and our glider that's stored inside was regaining the status as a club. This included the winch installed in the runway. All of that was considered the equipment of the soaring club, so we couldn't use them as a circle. However, if you put it the other way around, we can get it all back as long as we get recognized as a club. Hell yeah, she's hot and she's awesome. I mean, strike that first one, she's awesome. Kari-san won the election last month in a landslide and became the next student council president. We'll find a way. That's the point. Since she's so fair, as long as we're in the right, she'll be on our side. But lucky for us, she fucking hates that guy. Kari-san didn't refuse the discussion and left us a way out. And she did it for us even though we occupied the garage and caused that whole mess. It was last year's student council president. If it was last year's student council president, everything would have ended with a "Sorry, the teachers don't approve of it." Incidentally, this doesn't really matter at all, but that idiot Matsatsugu somehow became a candidate in the student council election and was elected as the secretary, most likely due to sympathy votes. Okay, so now we're talking about Mabo getting in there. As his childhood friend who knows him well, I'm seriously worried if we'll be okay with this guy in a position like that. Yes, we will. We just need an advisor and someone with the right qualifications. We already know exactly who it is, just fucking say it. Since we saw a path that we could follow, everyone's spirits were lifted a little. We still have activities? What kind of activities? Are they fun ones? Ooh, are they fun activities? Asa-chan said that as she looked at the blueprint spread out on the table. Yeah, you damn right. Amane Senpai spent several years on drawing that blueprint, and this is all that was left when she retired. There's something we can do even without a glider or a place for our club activities. And that is analyzing this blueprint and carefully planning the manufacturing process. Figuring out what kind of work and how much materials we would need, and what problems we might encounter when we try to make those parts. How could we reduce the construction time? How could we resolve the potential problems? And as we analyzed the blueprints and learned the function of each and every part, it helped us understand the glider as a whole. That's the only thing we've been doing. Tirelessly. All the time. Over that last year, as we have deepened our knowledge, and we felt even more connected with the glider's huge wings that soar through the sky. Now that we couldn't rely on Amane Senpai like we used to, we thought we needed to become independent. That's probably true. You're right. When I think about it that way, this isn't really a detour, is it? Kotori nodded deeply. Everyone nodded at her words. No one here doubted that dream. Where are we going? Yeah, I've already made reservations. Okay, cool. If I feel like it. You could get to the gliding grounds from here by train in 2 hours. If you pay money, you can practice flying a glider there. To tell you the truth, I've been going there this whole year and continuing my training. Oh, well, there you go. Now he's reminding us that he's been training this whole time. How long till you get your license, buddy? And the other day, I finally acquired my pilot's license. Well then. Thank you for ruining my parade. So he already got his license. That part is done. We still need an advisor with the qualifications, though. That still means we need a Monte, damn it. Anyhow, now that I've gotten my license, I haven't been going there as often since it costs too much money. Since we couldn't have proper club activities, going to the gliding grounds has been the only fun we've had. Cool.